Hey guys, it's Cameron here with Emerson House Buyers, Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable rent portfolio in a couple years and now manage that portfolio. I got a lot of inquiries, around the TREC contract and our assignment agreement. Now, I'm going to go over that. So I have a video. If you guys haven't seen that one, it's up here or over here, whichever. Check that out to get the TREC contract that we use. And then I will also send you our assignment agreement if you guys would like that as well. And like I said, I was sending those out together. A lot of interest in wholesale properties. So I'm just going to cover in this episode. I had somebody reach out. And like I said, I got all sorts of questions around the assignment contract, but I had an individual, I believe she's a subscriber. She reached out and said, can I ask you a few questions about this? And I said, well, I'll just go over this. We've had enough questions that I'm just going to go over our assignment agreement. So this video, we're going to go over the assignment. Now, let me back up for 1 second. As to wholesale if you want to wholesale, check out my videos on wholesaling. But if you do decide to wholesale, what we have done in the past, what we do, maybe not everybody, but we use the standard TREC contract, which is Texas Real Estate Commission, and then we have an assignment agreement. So we go to the seller or the homeowner, and we get them to sign a TREC contract with us, 9-page TREC contract. And then we use this assignment agreement to wholesale that to an end buyer. Now, like I said, I have a video, whichever side it's on, that goes over why I don't like to wholesale. I think it's a great way to get started, but I would get out of it as quickly as possible once you get your footing. And but if you do decide to do it, I'm going to walk through the assignment agreement for y'all, and we're going to go over this. So if you guys have not printed this out or asked me for this, send me an email, info@emersonhousebuyers.com, and I will get you this assignment agreement. Again, big asterisk, star, whatever. Don't be stupid. I am not an attorney. Don't play one on the internet. Don't pretend to be one. We'll never pretend to be one. This is what we do. And I can't tell you if this is going to work in Ohio. I can't tell you if this is going to work in Texarkana. I can't tell you is that in Texas or Arkansas? Anywhere in Texas, this is what we use. This is, at the time of this recording, this is all abiding by state and local laws. That could change. So be cognizant of that. But as of right now, this is totally legal. So let's walk through this together, guys. Assignment. The assignment is made and entered into this day, the day of your assignment to your end buyer. Now on there, I have the Tope Organization LLC. So that is what you write on the TREC contract with the homeowner to sell. Your name is going to be on there, or assigns, or whatever. I typically just put our name on there. And then here, the assignee is going to be the person you're assigning the property to, the assigner, or the assignee, the end buyer. So we're the assignor, the wholesaler is the assignor, and the end buyer is the assignee. Witness, blah, blah, blah. So then we go into these. So we go into these steps here, 1 through 10. So the number 1, now therefore, for and in consideration of some, that's your assignment fee, and it goes over that. The close date. So this has to line up with your TREC contract, what you put in the TREC contract. Blah blah blah. Basically CYA stuff. Number 5 is in there. Remember, so this says this cannot be assigned. So that kind of protects you on the side of saying, I'm going to wholesale this to some end buyer, and they're not going to go around and wholesale it again. If they enter this agreement, they have to close on it. Now, that doesn't mean they can't do a double close or whatever, but we always just do assignments. This assignment shall be governed by state of Texas, blah, blah, blah. So number 8, a non-refundable option fee of $3,000 is to be made payable to the assigner, the wholesaler, us, me. A non-refundable fee. So this is just basically saying, now if your wholesale fee is less than $3,000, then this can't be $3,000, right? This is $3,000 of the, let's just say your assignment fee is $10,000. This is going to be $3,000 of the $10,000, and this is just basically making sure that whoever your end buyer isn't going to back out, right? They have money invested, they are invested in it, and they call it's an option fee. So basically, it's saying if they enter into this, they need to cut you when you get this signed. Well, when we get this signed, we have them cut us a check for $3,000, and we say that money's bye bye. If you back out in a week, a month, right before closing, that money's bye bye. Which that really, I mean, if you think this person is sketchy, you might want to double that. Depending upon what your assignment fee is, this is just to make sure they're going to close. Because if you got a $100,000 wholesale fee on the line, you might want to make this $6,000. Because if they back out right before closing, I have not had that happen, but I've heard stories about that. Buyers backing out, unfaithful or unscrupulous buyers back out the last minute, and I'm talking end buyer, back out last minute and then make you look like a real dum-dum because you got to go back to the homeowner and say, hey, we had all these issues. So then number 9 is basically just saying that that's all reflected on the HUD and the closing documents, right? And again, anywhere you guys see the TOPE organization on this one, again, this is for our LLC, which has since changed, but this is, you will put your LLC or company or individual name on there. And number 10 is basically saying, hey, we're going to provide you guys free and clear title, which we go to the title company and we're making sure that, Joe Bob homeowner is going to provide us with free and clear title. We have that it's in the TREC contract. That's not an issue at all. And that gives usually the buyer some faith that, hey, these guys are honest, right? These guys are going to provide me with a legitimate property, nothing that I'm going to get a bill for $5,000 or $15,000 in back taxes a week after I close. So, and then boom, the assigner, again, that is us, would be you or your business. Assignee is the end buyer. Print, date, done. One page, guys. One page. Again, summarize. This is the assignment agreement that we use, or assignment contract we use in combination with the TREC contract to wholesale properties in Texas, specifically Houston. This I received from my mentor a while ago, a couple years ago when I started wholesaling, and have used it ever since. If you're worried about this, if you're ever worried about contracts, you can pay an attorney. It won't take them an hour to review this, a couple $100, and they might have some suggestions on things that might have changed. This has not given us any issues. I can't say what is going to work for you, but we use this in conjunction with the TREC contract. And again, TREC contract with the homeowner, and then we take this assignment agreement and give that and sign that with the end buyer. So between the TREC contract with the homeowner and the assignment agreement with the end buyer, that completes, we do everything legally through a title company. With that completes the transaction for us. We get our assignment fee at the closing, and at the title company, and everything's hunky-dory, peachy keen. If only it always worked out that way. Things will come up, guys. Have some fluff in your numbers. Make sure that you're doing your due diligence. And that's it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, please don't be shy. Ask below. I know sometimes you want to email me and don't want to be called out or looked at as stupid. I guarantee you somebody has these questions, and I really like answering them in this format because a lot of people have the same questions that you have, and it helps out a lot of people. If you don't think so, anybody that's asked me a question, look at some of the other videos. They have 50, 100. Some of them have 1,000 views, over 1,000 views. So that TREC contract one has over 1,000 views. I'm sure it'll have many more by the time this airs, and you guys check that out. So appreciate it. Thank you guys. See you guys next week.